Justin, how did you first get into wine?
I guess I first got into wine through curiosity, I suppose. You know, going out for dinner, it seemed like a very, obviously, mature thing to do. You know, I started to really sort of peruse the menu, to really look at the red wines, and then almost make my decision of what to eat based upon what I want to drink, I suppose, you know. Especially when we go out for dinner on a Monday or a Tuesday night where there's not as much pressure on us and we can, you know, let the hair down a little bit. You know, it's a really fun way for us to unwind and go out for a really nice meal and obviously have a couple of glasses of wine.
Especially because we're traveling all over the place as well, so there's always new restaurants to try, you know, different foods, different wines, so it's nice to be able to get that variety, not just in America, but South Africa, England, everywhere we're going.
Robert, you're from Sweden. Tell me of some of the great wines that you enjoy in Sweden.
Well, in Sweden we don't really have any Swedish wines, obviously. So, but in obviously Europeans, it's all the French wines, Italian. I'm sponsored by a Italian clothing manufacturer, so I've been in Florence a number of times, and I've been to a few good ones there. Really enjoy that.
Charlie, greatest experience with a bottle of wine?
For me and anybody that, I mean, you work and come home and your family, and then you have a nice glass of wine, and I think it's relaxing to sit there at a dinner table or at dinner at a restaurant, and it sort of relaxes you, and I think I get that experience every time. I don't think there's one that sticks out.
All right, so now who pushes for the bottle of wine more, you or the wife?
I think I probably do. I think I usually open it, but she usually gets the first glass.
It's a compromise.
Yeah.
When Ben's not on the course or in the off season, what do you do to relax, just kick back and enjoy life?
Yeah, you know, when I'm relaxing, yeah, it's away from the game. Obviously there's a lot of pressure out here playing golf for a living, and you want to do well. I put a lot into it, practice very hard. But when I'm relaxing, I'm either fishing, I'm engaging with friends, and just playing with my kids and interacting with my wife. So those are the things we love to do. And for us, you know, a vacation is really being home, because we're on the road 30 weeks a year. So being home and just living a normal life, having a great dinner, enjoying some company, that's what we love to do.
We see so many of the great players in the game of golf that have branched out into either lending their name to wines or own wineries. How do you see that helping not only the sport, but in conjunction with wine?
I think it could be good probably for the wineries. I'm myself, when I see a golfer's name in the shelf and I look for a wine, obviously I will try it. It's just the way it works.
Ryan, with the rest of the guys on tour and having a lot of guys involved in the wine business as well, some of the greats, of course, is there a lot of talk just about wine amongst you guys when you're either out for dinner or, you know, just in the locker room hanging out as tour players?
You know, not me, for instance, but I hear a lot of guys talking about it. You know, when they talk about, of course, Norman has his, David Frost has his, Ernie's got his, Luke Donald. I mean, there's a bunch of guys that, you know, started some wine companies, and you hear guys talking about it. And then obviously when we go out to dinner, it's who's going to pick the wine tonight. You know, we have that conversation because everybody enjoys a good bottle every now and then. So certain guys will decide because we know who knows the best about it. But I'm the one guy that just bring a good bottle. I don't care which one it is.
We're so used to beer being sponsors in sports. How do you feel about wine being the official sponsor to a sport that you're involved with, being a pro athlete?
I think it's great. Some of the marketing ideas they had behind, you know, with the different displays with the wines and everything, it's awesome. And there's no reason why you can't get some of these great wines in the States to be a part of some of our tour events, because everybody on tour loves it. They enjoy drinking it, and I don't see why we can't get more and more involved. And plus, we can enjoy a lot more wines when they're out here.
So you're finishing the 18th hole, last putt. You thinking about your glass of wine now, or are you still in the game?
Well, if I'm 5 under, I'm usually still in the game. If I'm 5 over, I'm probably thinking about that glass of wine. So it's definitely changes.